Book 6A, Chapter 5. In this chapter, you are going to learn to use phrasal verbs to describe actions. Also, you are going to learn to use the ed or ing adjectives for descriptions. What are phrasal verbs? Let's take a look at these sentences. The lady gives her an apple. He can't find the treasure, so he gives up. In this sentence, gives up is a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb is made up of a verb and a preposition. In this sentence, gives up that means stop doing something. The meaning of the phrasal verb is different to the verb on its own. Let's look at another example. You can turn right here. The man turns into a wolf. In this sentence, turns into, that means change into something different. Again, the meaning of the phrasal verb is different to the verb on its own. Here are some more common phrasal verbs. You can find out the answer in the book. Find out, that means discover. Julie is trying to look for a dinosaur in the forest. Look for, that means search for something. She sees some scary people and quickly gets away. Gets away, that means escape. The children often get into trouble. They are in danger again now. Get into, that means become involved in a bad situation. Some phrasal verbs have more than one meaning. Jessie sets off to Sydney. Opening the emergency exit door will set off an alarm. In the first sentence, sets off, that means begin a journey. In the second sentence, set off, that means cause something to operate. Joe often makes up stories. Sam makes up with Karen after their quarrel. Aunt Sally can't make up her mind what to wear to the party. In the first sentence, makes up, that means invent. In the second sentence, makes up, that means become friendly again. In the third sentence, make up, that means make a decision. Let's choose the correct phrasal verb. Number 1. He has a feeling that he will get into trouble if he opens the box. Number 2. What is behind the door? Read the story and find out what happens to Alex. Number 3. Sally wants a new start in life, so one day she starts her car and sets off to a small island. We know that we can use adjectives for descriptions. The children are frightened. The dragons are frightening. In the first sentence, we use ed adjective, frightened. In the second sentence, we use ing adjective, frightening. What is the difference between these adjectives? We use ed adjectives to describe feelings. We use ing adjectives to describe people or things that give us these feelings. Let's look at more examples of ed adjectives. Jane is bored. Ricky was surprised to see us at the party. These adjectives describe the children's feeling. Here are more examples of ing adjectives. The rides at the theme park are exciting. I love this story. It's interesting. These adjectives describe how the rides and the book make us feel. Let's choose the correct answers. Number 1. The film was disappointing. I was bored. I won't recommend it to my friends. Number 2. This was a good story. The characters were interesting and the ending was touching.